Sew a cosy snood with me. So first of all, you want to cut two pieces of fleece. I've used teddy fleece and sweatshirt fleece, and you want to fold each piece in half with the right sides together so the short ends meet, and pin or clip along the edges, and then sew or overlock both pieces. You can hand sew if you want to. You can. It's easier to use a sewing machine, and I've used an overlocker. Once you've done that, turn one piece the right side out and put it inside the other piece. You want to match up the seam and the edges. If you haven't sewn with fleece before, I would suggest doing some practice sews first on some of the scrap that you cut off when you cut your pattern out. The pattern details are in the comments below. So match up the seams and then pin or clip all the way around the edges so that the edges match. With this sweatshirt fleece it does tend to roll a little bit, so you just want to be careful with that to make sure it matches correctly. I use clips when working with fleece. You can use pins if you prefer. I just find that clips are easier for this particular fabric, and especially as it's all just straight edges. So just keep going until you've got the two tubes attached together, right sides together, and you're just doing one side. You're going to leave the other side open, and then sew or overlock all the way around the edge again. When you've done that, open out the tube, which will now be one long tube, half and half, and you want to open it out so the wrong side is showing, and then turn it in to meet in the middle. And we're going to again match right sides together, so it does get a bit skew as you're doing this, but don't worry, it is correct. And clip or pin all the way around the edge. So with this one you need to leave a gap of about 10 to 15 centimetres so that you can turn it out after, and I indicate that by putting two pins or clips so that you know where that is, and sew or overlock that together. Turn your snood out to the right side through the gap, and then just turn in the two sides of the gap to bring them together, and clip or pin, and I would definitely recommend hand stitching this gap up for neatness. If you use your sewing machine at this point, you're going to get a line across that won't look very good when you're wearing it. Yeah, so just finish that off, and there you have a handmade cosy snood.